Welcome! My name is Elizabeth and I am the lady with the spicy books, and this video is my October TBR. I'm gonna do this differently from other people. At least I have not seen anyone do this yet, but it's the beginning of October, so what I mean by different is that in this list I do not have horror books like Stephen King books. I have, on the other hand, the books that scares me the most to read, and I have been putting off reading this list for quite a while. Quite a while means some of these books are on this list for over a year now. Let's get started with the first on the list. And this list is not done in any particular order, just is the first one that I wrote down. It's Preppy by T.M. Fraser. There's a thing about Preppy. It's not one book, it's not two books, it's 3 books for one character. And I own them all on my Kindle. But I have been too afraid to read them. Next on the list is an author that I have already mentioned before in some video, here, there, anywhere. It's Shehata's trilogy. Russian Tattoos Prisoner and Russian Tattoos Criminal. These 2 books finished the trilogy because I have already read Russian Tattoo Obsession. And it's been over a year now. And I'm still trying to read those books. So, yeah. The next one I own in paper form in Spanish. And the title is The Kiss. And this is the book. I already started this book in September. I read 2 chapters. I am hooked with it, but I got distracted, so this is a good book for a spooky TBR because, you should read the synopsis of this one because it's not exactly horror because I'm a scary cat, but has some pretty interesting kind of scary elements to it. So the next one is a book that it's in a category that I'm not used to read, and is a thriller. It's Behind Closed Doors by B.A. Paris, and I have been wanting to read this book since I learned about it a month after it's released. I bought it, I have it on my Kindle, I have not read it yet. Now, this next one, if you have been watching YouTube for a while, you must have heard of this book, and I have seen mixed reviews about it. Is Dorothy Must Die by Danielle Paige. I like the concept of the book. I like the cover of the book. So, yeah. It fits the Halloween vibes. I don't read much YA, but there are some YA books in this list. And one of them is Stalking, Jack the Ripper. I have heard a lot of good things about this book so far. So I'm gonna give it a try. This next one I am not afraid of finishing. I just need to push myself to finish it. Is The Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. I listened to the audiobook. I listened to half the audiobook and then I just drop it. Not because it was not fun or anything. It's just like I have other books that I wanted to read more. So it's October time and Halloween time and witches and all that. So this next one. I have been running away from Sherrilyn Kenyon's books for a while now. I read Dark Lover or Dream Lover. I don't remember the name of the first book in the Dark Hunters series. And I really enjoyed it. I really did. But it's one of those authors that I have heard so many good things, and it's such a big author that I'm kind of scared. So I have decided I'm going to be reading Dragonswan, the second book in the Dark Hunter reading list that Sherrilyn Kenyon has on her website. This one, I have been following Tillie Cole for years, and I have not read the Hangman series yet. So I'm going to be putting this scary for me book in this TBR. It Ain't Me, Babe, by Tillie Cole, the first book in the Hangman series. So many people have told me this book is amazing, but I'm just, it's Tillie Cole, what do you want me to do, people? The last two. These last two books are not scary per se, are not spooky, are not Halloweeny, does not have any witches, warlocks, or whatever inside them that I know of. And yeah, one of them is Pride and Prejudice. I have it in Spanish. And the other one is the first book in the Outlander series by Diana Gabaldon. I bought this book, this monster of a book, a couple of months ago for a friend of mine. And she said to me, read it, and when you're done with it, send it to me. And I'm like, you know how long it will take me to finish this? And she said, I don't care, read it. She's a die-hard fan of Outlander, the books in the series. So, yeah. And this one, Pride and Prejudice, because so many people have told me, oh, Pride and Prejudice is such a good book, such a good classic. I have not read it. I'm 32, I have not read it. I am not wanting to do this, but I just want to be able to say, I like it, I didn't like it. So that's my opinion. That's enough, people. So 9 out of the 14 books are books that I am scared to read and I have been putting off for quite a while. Like I said, some of them it's been over a year, like Shehata's books or Tillie Cole's books or even Sherrilyn Kenyon's books. So the other part is just, some of them is just October, it's Halloween, it's supposed to be reading scary things, so thrillers and books about killing Dorothy and witches and warlocks and all that, it fits. And the last two, like I said, is just because I feel like I need to get this itch out and just have an opinion, because I'm tired of saying I have not read the books. And Pride and Prejudice, I watched the movie and I remember it, but I was not so in love like people are talking of Mr. Darcy, and I'm like, why? So now I'm going to be able to know and be able to say, this is why I like it, this is why I don't. So that's it. 14 books for my October TBR. I'm not saying I'm gonna read them all because I have other responsibilities. I do have a book reviewing blog and I already have compromises with other authors. So there are books that I'm going to be reading in October that are not in this TBR. If you want to know what books those are, you can go to my Instagram account and follow me there. I also talk about books on Twitter, which the handle is the same as the Instagram one. And yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a like. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you can do so by clicking the red subscribe button. And next to it, you will find a little bell. If you click it, you'll get notifications when I upload new videos. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye!